Good morning. My name is Emmy Mullinex, and I am the Director of Children, Youth, and Families here at First Congregational. We welcome you to our children's pageant. This year, the theme is Christmas Around the World. I chose this theme because sometimes when we get overwhelmed and lose focus of the true meaning of what's important, it can be helpful if we look to other cultures and see how they view Christmas. What traditions do they hold sacred? What makes those important memories that can last a lifetime? I invite you this year to look at Christmas Around the World. May you gain insight or even just a little bit of laughs this morning. I want to let you know that every single one of these participants chose their own country, researched them on their own, and wrote their own pieces. Every student worked so hard on this, and I am so proud of their hard work, and I think you will be too. Enjoy. Thank you.
In England, they celebrate Christmas a lot like we in America do. They have Christmas trees, and they really do a lot of decorations just around the house. They also have fairs, like big fairs. Well, they're just full of fun. They'll have Ferris wheels, all that entertainment, and will be very decorated, like lights here and there, everywhere. And on Christmas Day, they'll have big meals, which will include turkey. So a lot like us on Thanksgiving, they have a lot of Thanksgiving food. So like turkeys, mashed potatoes, stuffings, biscuits. They also have these crackers. Crackers are like maybe that big, and they'll have little Christmas jokes on them, and just funny things just to lighten up the spirit. And also, the king or queen of late, they do speeches, and all the channels will stop and will stream the king. And after his speech about just love and commute and just all that nice, warm stuff, the channels will start actually streaming more Christmas-themed television. So the television, it starts, but it really kicks off after the king's speech. And alcohol is very, very important in foods in Great Britain. So they'll have pies that are very, very decked out with alcohol. They'll have muffins, and it's usually wine, red wine, white wine, and so yeah, and it's very neat. And they also have something called St. Stephen's Day or Boxing Day. And that's the day after Christmas, where they'll the parents will get to just put up their feet, and the kids will be able to play with their toys, and the whole nation gets St. Stephen's Day off. So not everybody on Christmas Day gets it off, like the like convenience stores, but all of that will for the most part shut down on Boxing Day. And Boxing Day is another. It's really good for going out and grabbing all the other, like all the Christmas stuff, or just it's really good for shopping, kind of like Black Friday for us. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Germany and how they celebrate Christmas. They have a traditional Christmas dinner. They usually have in the dinner roasted goose or ham, mashed potatoes, red cabbage, and I think that's all. Do you have a traditional dinner at Christmas? And they put up their stockings on St. Nicholas Day, on the 7th day of December. They are open to also before Christmas. People dress up as the Devil Krampus and walk through the streets. One last thing. Did you know another word for Santa is St. Nicholas? And the Christmas tree is decorated last on. Oh, also, this is what Krampus looks like.
Okay, my name is Epifanio Torres. The country I chose is the Philippines. Christmas in the Philippines starts September 1st and ends on Epiphany. They celebrate it for 100 days. In the Philippines, they eat sticky rice balls for Christmas, and they're steamed in bamboo leaf, and they actually eat cheese balls too. And one of their favorite activities to do is around Christmas is Christmas caroling. You hear a lot of it. They hang up star-shaped lanterns to resemble the star that led the three wise men to Jerusalem.
Hi, my name is Miles. Christmas Poland eat for Christmas dinner, potato turkey. Christmas dinner on the 24th of December. The Polish house is celebrating Christmas. Christmas Eve, you eat potato and mashed potatoes, but chicken, nothing is to be eaten until all members of Christmas Coles Poland really loves its Christmas Coles and Dan.
Bon Noël, everyone. That means Merry Christmas in French. Today, we're going to talk about what happens on Christmas Eve. First, we're going to go to the food section. What they have to eat is oysters, smoked fish. Also, the fish is called salmon, smoked salmon. And they have yulog, that's a cake. And then they have cooked liver of a duck or goose. Now going to our dessert menu, we have a log cake. Then, going on the 12th day of Christmas, you know what we have? We have a cake. What's the cake's name? Keen's cake. If you find the little treat inside, you don't eat it, but if you find it, you get to wear a paper crown. And also, Bon Noël is Santa Claus. Père Noël is Santa Claus. He instead of socks, or presents, they use shoes. The bigger the shoes, more presents you have. Happy Bon Noël, everyone. Bye.
Hi, my name is Olive, and I chose Iceland for my country. My favorite thing about Christmas Eve in Iceland is every year people give out books to each other. Then everyone spends the evening reading their books and eating chocolate, just like this piece of chocolate, which isn't real, but right here I have this present. So, I'm going to open it right now. Nobody tell Santa. And yes, it's a book. There are multiple Santa-type figures. They are called the Yule Lads, and there are 13 of them. Yes, they give children presents. The people in Iceland don't believe in Santa, only the Yule Lads. The Yule Lads don't all come on the same day. One comes down each day of Christmas, meaning they celebrate for 13 days. They leave the presents in children's shoes. If the children has been naughty, they might leave a potato. Funny, right? The Yule Lads have a pet cat called the Yule Cat. If children don't have new clothes for Christmas, the legend says that the Yule Cat will eat that child or adult. Waffle bread or snowflake bread is eaten during Christmas. It is like a thin cookie that is cut in fancy patterns to look like a snowflake. On New Year's Eve, there is magic. There is magic! It is believed that on this day, cows can talk and seals turn into humans. Bonfires are lit at night to celebrate. Merry Christmas!
Hola, my name is Jacob, and I am doing Christmas in Mexico. The posadas, which are a big part of Christmas in Mexico, last from December 16 to Christmas Eve. That's an entire 9 posadas. And children often perform the posadas, and their traditions include the nacimiento, which is where they've got a bunch of clay figures. We have Mary and Joseph, baby Jesus, women making tortillas, and animals like flamingos. Their foods for the main feast include pozole, tamales, romeritos. For dessert, they have buñuelos. To drink, they have ponche and rompope, which is eggnog with alcohol, so it's for grown-ups only. Their celebrations and festivals include the Noche de Rabanos. The Noche de Rabanos is where they have some giant radishes that are big enough to carve like they're pumpkins you carve on Halloween. Except they don't hollow them out and carve faces in them. They actually make red and white sculptures. That's pretty much it for the Noche de Rabanos. The church traditions include the Midnight Mass. The Midnight Mass is a big feast at midnight on Christmas Eve. And after the Midnight Mass, they give out all the presents. And that is it. Adios.
Hi, my name is Jacob. I'm going to do German. Germans prepare for Christmas throughout December. They make an Advent wreath made of pine and 4 branches with 4 colored candles. They light 1 candle each Sunday of Advent. Kids count the days with the Advent calendar. They open a numbered flap and see a picture of chocolate. Families bake delicious smelling sweetbreads, cookies, and cakes. Some families make gingerbread houses. Germany is famous for its Christmas market that sells toys, decorations, and delicacies. Some children write a letter to St. Nicholas or the Christ child. Grown-ups decorate the tree on Christmas Eve with ornaments made of colorful glass or carved wood, silver stars, and lights. On top of the tree is Golden Angel. The tree is the heart of the celebration on Christmas Eve. The tree tradition began in Germany. When it gets dark, a bell is rung and the kids see the lighted tree with presents and a manger underneath. Then they exchange presents, recite poems, sing Christmas carols. They eat either roasted goose, duck, or turkey. On Christmas Day, they light the white Advent candle. Christmas Day is focused on families, and the families go to church together. After, they eat a big family meal. Then on January 6th, they celebrate King's Day. They celebrate 3 Kings' Day. Then the Magi present gifts to baby Jesus.
Buon Natale. Today we're going to talk about Christmas in Italy. Some Italian traditions are similar to ours. They celebrate Jesus' birthday, put up Christmas trees, hang stockings, and put up lights. Does Santa come to Italy? Yes, he's called Babbo Natale and brings gifts. Bufana is a kind witch who also comes and delivers gifts. She comes on Epiphany, which is January 6th. Epiphany celebrates when the 3 kings brought gifts to Jesus. Do they listen to music? Yes, special bagpipers play in southern Italy. The musicians are mountain shepherds who play in the markets to celebrate Jesus' birth. They are called Zampieri. Buon Natale and a Merry Christmas.
I'm Kanti, my country is Japan, and in Japan, one of my favorite Christmas traditions is KFC. Every Christmas and Christmas Eve, families celebrate by getting KFC. During the Christmas seasons, KFC's orders go up 10 times, and oftentimes families must order in advance just to get any chicken. Christmas Eve is like the Japanese version of Valentine's Day. It is less of a family revolving holiday and more of just as a romantic holiday. Christmas in Japan can be celebrated as early October, yet December 25th is usually treated as a normal working day. The Japanese market and Disneyland Tokyo take Christmas super seriously. They gain a ton of money from the holiday, so they make sure to decorate and have lots of Christmas specials. Most Japanese children believe in Santa-san, or Mr. Santa, and fully believe that if they're good, he will break into their house and bring them presents. Thank you.
All right. I love your energy. All right, Isaac, what country are we doing?
Christmas, Sweden!
That's right. And what do they do in Sweden before Christmas? Do you remember?
Make the girls diamond. Make the girls diamond and wear it on their heads and eat sweet treats.
Yeah, ginger snaps. What's on my head?
A crown with candles on it.
Yeah. And what else do they like to build for Christmas?
Giant goats. Some of the you build a giant goat that is that is 40 feet tall.
Yeah, they make goats out of straw, and some of them are 40 feet tall.
Yeah, plus, by the way, some people are trying to burn down the goat, and some people are trying to stop it from getting burned down.
Yeah, usually the goat doesn't make it to New Year's, that's true. There's a tradition of people trying to set the goats on fire. Do you know any foods that they eat in Sweden for Christmas?
No.
How about Swedish meatballs?
What the heck?
All right, I think that's all we got. Good, Jill.